Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, Freizeitaktivitäten sind nicht produktiv. Bitte gehen Sie zurück an Ihren Arbeitsplatz. Vielen Dank.
So we sit out here in Frankfurt.
Frankfurt on the side,
Yeah.
the main shopping street in the city. A lot of people are coming by on Easter Sunday, and I think that we make some good work today in putting things into people's minds so they can actually really have something out of it.
So let me. How you doing? We're here today to make a bold statement. We're here today to let people know that everything in the world is just fine. You have nothing to worry about. Everything in the world will be taken care of by your government. You just have to sit back and do nothing. Everything will be taken care of.
Es ist alles in Ordnung. Die Regierung kümmert sich um alles. Geht wieder schlafen.
Dürfte ich die mal sehen?
Natürlich. Kannst du Informationen geben, Mike?
Ja, das ist prima. Gut, alles klar, da das angemeldet ist. Wie lange wollt ihr noch machen?
Vielleicht 21.
Ja.
Scraping through my head till I don't wanna sleep. You make this all go away. You make this all go away. I just want something. I just want something I can never. Always were the one to show me how.
Okay, so we are here with Gary. How you doing?
Hi guys.
Alright, so we just want to get some information about what's going on here today.
Well, today we are in Ghent organizing a chemtrail event.
Okay.
Today is going to be a symposium where a few hundred people will hopefully gather.
Okay.
Where we're going to bring out a lot of information about chemtrails in Belgium.
Okay.
We have a whole delegate of European people coming from all over Europe right now. We have some international speakers discussing the topic of geoengineering.
Okay.
We're going to discuss the effects of chemtrails that are really harmful for human nature. So the effects of that will be discussed today.
Okay.
And we have ordered a few inside experts outside our group to compile a very scientific report. So we've gathered that. It's a 300-page.
Okay.
We will be sharing that through the internet with everybody who wants it.
Okay.
So check out the Belfort group and document, and you'll find it. It's a 300-page document explaining everything in detail, but scientifically based. So it's unrefutable evidence that can be used anywhere.
Okay.
Right? And I hope that together in Europe we can bring the people together to use documents like these to go to the International Court of Justice.
Okay.
And just try to do what we can to stop this aerial spraying that is going on.
Okay.
And today,
could you tell us what you're doing here?
I've been researching for about 3 years various subjects, including chemtrails.
Okay.
And I've come across some disturbing information about chemtrails especially. So I came here to this conference to learn more. So it's like saying to people, look, you want to see it or you don't want to see it, but it's there.
Okay.
You know? It's concerning because it's damaging our health, damaging organic culture, agriculture, it's damaging animals, plants, everything. So I hear testimonies of people that have been healed.
Yeah.
So you can keep denying something that's there, you know. It's like,
when people knows what is going on, they will be very angry. Okay? HARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, was being made by Nikola Tesla in the beginning to help the people for a very low-cost energy. HARP is a generator. I mean, it is a generator who is giving pulses into the ionosphere. And the pulses in watt are today 3,600,000,000 watt per 24 hours. And it goes up to 5 billion watt right now. That's why we have so many changes in climate, and they are using your brain, your theta wave. And that is where the cortex is. HARP, with his wave, can influence your brain wave. So the moment when I can influence your mind, then I have you under my control.
I'm Mike Murphy, and I'm an activist and a journalist as well, and a filmmaker. So we're in the process of filming a chemtrail geoengineering documentary called What in the World Are They Spraying?
So how long have you been awake to the chemtrail, I guess, action that's happening in our skies?
Only about 2 years, believe it or not. And somebody had made me aware of the issue, and I think, like most people, the first person that told me about it, I thought they were totally nuts, and like most people, I ignored them.
Yeah.
But then somebody had pointed it out, and it struck a chord. And I started researching it, and upon my research, I got very concerned about the issues. So the deeper I go into this and the more facts that I learn about it, the more concerned I am, not only for human health, but also health of ecology. So that's why we feel it's real important to get the word out and to speak about this issue.
Okay. So,
simple. Geoengineers have proposed this. The patents match. What people are seeing match exactly what geoengineers are proposing, and literally aluminum is being found in massive quantities all around the world, in the rain, snow, and soil. Aluminum is very toxic to human health, and what it does, it will also increase, when it's in free form, the pH of soil. A lot of plants and a lot of fruit plants need an acidic soil to grow. So a real big concern for a lot of people is organic farms. From what I'm told, I have a friend who is an organic gardener, and they're starting to see a decline. They're just not getting the returns that they're getting, probably due to the change in the pH. And I think a big clue to this issue, I'm not making a statement, but I'm asking a question, could the aluminum-resistant GMO seeds that have been made by certain corporations be a Hegelian dialectic, problem-reaction solution? Destroy anything natural and organic, save the day with seeds that will grow, so that not only farms are dependent on this, but people who want to live free and live off of the land. So I've got a lot of real deep concerns. I'm saddened by even that thought, but I think it's everybody. I think let me encourage you to keep an open mind on the subject and look at the facts. Look at the facts, and I think once you do that, you'll be compelled to know that these programs are very real. And I think it's also important to wake other people up about this issue, because as you know, aluminum is very toxic. We've seen aluminum-related health issues go through the roof in just the past 5 to 7 years, when these programs have been escalating. So, to me, there's no greater issue at hand. I'm breathing this in. I have a niece who's breathing this in, and I also have family. And my concern is that we will not be able to enjoy a free life that God had initially intended. So,
sir?
Well, I was pretty much thinking about the same thing that I've been thinking about all the time, and that is an economic factor that I think has been highly looked away from. If you think about all these things that come to happen, they need to be realized somehow through resources, and the allocation of these resources or financed through taxation.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great event. I've learned a lot. I've had a lot confirmed as well. But I would still like to see more interest from the people in terms of talking about reducing the size of the state, the amount of the state, because that's the only way you can get to the issue, at the root of the problem. Instead of trying to cure all the symptoms, let's just get to the root.
I am an aerospace engineer, and I work in Delft University. Of course, I'm not an expert on this topic, but students keep asking questions about the chemtrails. In the beginning you think it's not important, and then as soon as you start to dig into it, then you start to try to reason why they are there, why they are persistent, and why they are blind in patterns and stuff. So you can't give the answers, so you have to dig deeper.
Now, in your opinion, what are chemtrails?
Well, as I have to study this huge report, then although it's all circumstantial, and there is no smoking gun, although a lot of the documents suggest that the whole thing is designed to counteract global warming, to say the least, that could be beneficial to human. On the other hand, if they are doing it, or they are planning on doing it, then we would like to know what they are using for their substance that they are spraying on clouds or in the air, and how that affects our lives.
Good piece of evidence that needs to be put out, and that is that I haven't encountered anybody, I haven't met anybody that has put their buttocks down on a chair, placed himself in front of a computer, and tried to verify what they've heard or seen. Once they do this, and they verify that all that is being told is actually documented and real, they do not go back and they do not change, and they keep on. So that's the first step. You need to gather the interest for yourself, individual interest. And once you realize this, that it's all true, you can't go back again. But that's the first step you need to take. Sit down and get to the information.
Alright, so where are we at now?
Paris.
Paris?
Change Frankfurt in Belgium.
Yeah.
Paris.
We're sitting here. Pit stop.
Pit
stop here. On our way to whoa! Look at that! Y'all missing it! Oh shit! What is that?